Hello traders, good day, Vladimir here. This is the live market daily review, 23 of May 2017. Let's go over the charts and opportunities the market is creating for us, and there are few that are very interesting. The first one is the oil that is approaching to the trend line, and it's very next to it. Bollinger Band, bend-to-bend move, which is a very powerful thing, as we know, and we are right there. It could play on this area, provide this possible sell. Last time we got this bend-to-bend move was right here, bend-to-bend, half more. Now we are also in bend-to-bend, potentially a bit more for a bearish move. Bearish hidden divergence is likely to form. 4-hour chart also has this special cycle forming on triple cycle. Doesn't matter how you actually measure that, everything would be correct. That could be triple, that could be the big special, and also would be correct. This become here some sell action zone for the short term, which means we are after possible sells. If it can rally towards, let's say, 52, 53 zone, that would be really ideal. From there the sell would be really convincing and correct. Meanwhile, we don't have false breaks that can confirm the sells currently. We had only one false break, which was right on that place right here. So if we can get the second one, it will be a great opportunity to look for sells. For that to happen, we would need to go below this area, get into waves retrace, and with the breakout we can go and try the sell opportunity. If we climb higher, we do the same, just on higher levels, looking for the same kind of setup. Next one, euro dollar, very interesting pair, reached the levels we wanted, just missed, well, maybe just a bit. False break completing. If we go below this area and completing that by triple or special cycle, we can expect some pullback right here, and that's where exactly I would expect the down move to begin. If we go and check that crystal ball, which supports us for the sells in terms of the bearish day, we also have, take a look here, 24, right? I've been talking about it on the weekly forecast, so you probably saw and remember what exactly is happening. But this is what we actually got there, right? We got the dates we wanted, 23, and we have 24 as very powerful top, right? So, and then 27 and 28. So this is a very powerful bearish period to come, and we have, of course, the zones. Okay, we are right here, very powerful area which we can trade. So we want to go below, pull back, and we are after shorts. This is our pair to watch. Very good, interesting setups. Pound dollar is well, basically I wanted to go deep and get opportunity to buy. I wouldn't deal with this one on the current setups, but on the short term, as long as the tops holds, we are in a sell area. The best setup for that would be, of course, by breaking this low, but it doesn't do so. So at least what we can do is enjoy by kind of sell ranges or sell trend line. So this is a trend line we get. If we get two waves up, breakout could be respected for sell. If not, simply ignore it, because there are probably better setups to go. But very interesting one that we also have been talking about is the euro pound, which got us towards the 161.8. We were very close to that right here, right? And the 61.8 of this one, right? So we are in a very good magnet zone here. We reached that. We have the divergence. Looks very promising, very good, of course. And we have the trend line, which also bouncing it right there, right? We have a bearish hidden divergence there on a small formation. And in terms of false breaks, we got one here happened, and the second one was right on that area. Okay, so this is our two false breaks approach which we got. So currently what the pair does is probably triple cycle, or here, right here, which we can see 1, 2, and 3. After that we would expect some pullback into waves, and again with the breakouts we are after sales and trading these two cycles. Okay, so this is the euro pound. Of course everything is relevant as long as this top holds. If it does not hold, we are after the next levels, which would be slightly higher, around 0.87 plus. Okay, that's the two more we are looking at. Next one on the list would be the, where was that? Oh, the Kiwi, which is slowly probably providing us with the next zones to watch. And the next zones would be right here. Okay, we have this. Now that's where it becomes interesting, because theoretically we have these two levels right here, but it all becomes like a very powerful zone right here. We can have two amazing duplications right there and get us right to the trend line with some bullish divergence. It doesn't matter how we turn it around, we won't only go for buys. That could be also visit of this trend line. From there, boom, we expect some heavy buy to the upside, right? Heavy move to the upside. Now the question is, could that become another range? And the answer is it could. And we had one false break on the bottom, right? We got also this false break on the top here. So slowly what it could start and do is like make it like a range for us, right? So we can still have a bounce right from here and holding this triple cycle, bouncing from the gap area. That's also possibility, and even very high probability. But for that to happen, we will not blindly buy. So what we will need to say is, we want to get this move down, we want to see a false break, we want to get higher highs right after that. Okay, breakouts, boom, and we are for buy. So we either go to 105, 105.50 area, and from there we are looking for the heavy buys, or we are doing this kind of setup, which would be the alternative for us. Okay, also very interesting one to follow. Euro Aussie is another pair we have been talking about on the weekly forecast. We did not have another false break on the top, right? Which means we should play that a bit different. Which means we need to go for special cycle, right? Or triple cycle, and there is also a possibility, of course, that we are still stuck in the range. So if we could complete here some kind of special cycle, that would be at the range, right? And then we are climbing in two waves up with the breakout of it, right? We are after sells. That, of course, if this area would turn to be also a supportive area and a false break would occur on it, completing this special cycle with a bullish divergence, then we can expect in two waves up, breakout and sell as the two ways to trade it in both variations and directions. Euro New Zealandian also theoretically has more to go, but it's bouncing. Let me just hold on. Here we go. It's bouncing right from the 100 area. Two false breaks in a row. One happened right here. Second happened right here. Okay. Extremely powerful, very beautiful. Also false breaking this trend line. Really amazing. And the 1 hour chart built some, I don't know how to explain it, but amazing setup. So what we will want to see is finishing right here, making it back to this area. Okay, in two waves and breakouts, and we are after wonderful sells all the way probably to the gap that was open there, which was be also 38.2 right here. See that? That's 156 on right here, slightly lower. That's the area where we are going. So we want to see that bouncing from here, little pullback, and all the way to 156 at least, because it could even take it lower. So it becomes really amazing opportunity, which I believe very worth to have on our list. Next ones, gold and silver. They both made second leg, which we have been talking about in the previous week. But to be honest, I'm not sure how to read this one, because I still think that there is a good chance we are going to get one more low, final low, and from there to fly. I really want to go for buys. Did not find any opportunity to do so as for now. So what two options are we going for one more low, or we are getting some kind of range here, so something like that, and bounce from here, and then we are after buys. That's what I would be waiting and looking for. Those of you who are long, do not change nothing, because the future of these two are only to the upside. Okay, so the further we go down, the better it is. No one can guarantee it will go down, so hold your buys, give it a chance. If it doesn't work, classical, collect it from lower. If it does work, you are in, and make sure you don't miss it. Okay, remember, it's not about being right and get it from the right zone. It's about making money out of the move. That's all. Okay, and as per indices, where they are here, we are back to the previous highs. As long as this high holds, we are after sales. If it will be broken, we are looking for another false break to happen. But the current sales we can look at would be only with false break. So what I want to do is, if we really would manage to go below this area right here, okay, and in 2 waves up correction, break below it would be our entry. We would trade versus the last highs, okay, and we would be aiming to trade the whole cycle from the daily chart, or at least the bottom of this range. So the risk reward here could be unbelievably amazing. All that is relevant if we actually hold this high, because if we do not hold this high, we would be talking about higher levels and the new false break to happen higher. Okay, so patience is required here, of course, and at the same time, be ready, because action is about to happen, and it's about to happen soon. And also, all this were discussed on the weekly forecast, so I have nothing new to say here. Let me just make sure I didn't miss nothing here. No, that's all. That's the main things we have on the list, the most interesting ones, and that's what we will want to trade. So thank you for watching, and I wish you wonderful trading. See you again tomorrow. Yours, Vladimir.